What do Les Miserables and the UN have in common? Hint: it's all about Anne Hathaway. Hey, I'm Emma, and I am feeling particularly fascinated today. Give me a cup of tea and a stack of red carpets, because we are about to connect some wild dots. So, let's talk Anne Hathaway. Oscar winner, BAFTA winner, Golden Globe winner, Emmy winner. She's done it all. Across her films, she's grossed about $6.8 billion at the box office. That's not a career, honey. That's an economy. And she's not just movies. She's done stage, voice acting, and TV. She's also a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador, using her platform to advocate for gender equality at the United Nations. Range, receipts, slay. Let me set the scene. Years ago, I got obsessed with The Devil Wears Prada. Meryl Streep, obviously, is a legendary actress, Glacier Queen vibes. And Anne, as Andy Sachs, the earnest assistant trying to survive fashion's Hunger Games. I watch it and I'm like, I could totally do fashion rigor. I order a planner the size of a brick. I schedule my life in 15-minute blocks. I try this cleanse that tastes like sadness. And I decide my closet needs to be all neutrals so I can be a minimalist icon. Cut to me, sprinting across town in 4-inch boots to make a meeting, because apparently I thought I was Anne in a montage. I wipe out on a subway stair, my oat latte cartwheels into traffic, and a nice woman in a pink tracksuit goes, "Sweetie, fashion is not supposed to injure you." Epic fail. But also, lesson learned. I realized, like Anne did while making Prada, that fashion isn't fluff. It's work, craft, and brutal calendars. She even said the film made her respect the industry more. Me too. And still, just like her joking that she hasn't nailed her personal style, same girl. My style is basically black turtleneck plus chaos. Authenticity over cosplay. That's the move. Okay, let's move on. Anne's career path is a masterclass in the princess to powerhouse transformation. She breaks out in 2001 with The Princess Diaries, playing Mia Thermopolis. Baby bangs, tiara, global smash. Then Ella Enchanted keeps the fairy dust going. But she clocks the risk. If she stays the royal route, she gets typecast forever. So she pivots. Hard. Havoc in 2005 is messy and adult on purpose. And that same year, she's in Ang Lee's Brokeback Mountain, a devastating love story. By 2008, she drops Rachel Getting Married, and people are like, oh, she came to act. That performance is raw in a way that makes you want to call your sister and apologize for everything. She has said she picks roles to move you deeply, or entertain you so fully you forget your life for a minute. That's her philosophy. You can feel it, from weepy musical to brainy sci-fi. The aim is impact, not just trophies. But let's be real. The trophies happened. Let's jump to the key players. First up, Gary Marshall. He's the filmmaker behind The Princess Diaries, a beloved Hollywood director who had a knack for warm, big-hearted hits. He spotted Anne during casting, and rumor has it, his granddaughters co-signed her because of her princess hair. One of those kismet moments. If Marshall doesn't open that door, the path looks very different. The film made over $160 million. Suddenly, she's on every studio list. She's also named one of People's breakthrough stars that year. Boom. Stardom. Next, Christopher Nolan. He's the director behind the Dark Knight trilogy and Interstellar, precision brain cinema with explosions. In 2012, he casts her as Selena Kyle, Catwoman. She trained like an athlete, martial arts, choreography, the whole boot camp. She even cites Hedy Lamarr, the Golden Age movie star and inventor, as inspiration for the character's sleek menace. The Dark Knight Rises crossed $1 billion worldwide, and she nabbed a Saturn Award. Then Nolan tapped her again for Interstellar, where she's a scientist-astronaut navigating cosmic ethics and wormholes. She was so committed she nearly got hypothermia in Iceland when a dry suit wasn't sealed right. That's not glam, that's grit. And then Les Miserables. Tom Hooper directs. He's known for prestige period pieces. Anne plays Fantine, which is wild because when she was a kid, she watched her mom play Fantine on tour. full circle tears. She goes method adjacent for this, cuts her hair on camera, researches prostitution, and reportedly survives on an extreme diet to capture a woman in free fall. She sings live. I Dreamed a Dream becomes a global sob, and she sweeps the awards: Oscar, BAFTA, Globe, SAG. Also, her version charts on the Billboard Hot 100. How many show tunes do that? Exactly. Now, empathy check. Imagine being told for years you're the wholesome princess while you're craving adult stories. She consciously chose films with sex, pain, and consequence, knowing people would pearl clutch. In Havoc and later Love and Other Drugs, she treats on-screen nudity like a storytelling tool, not a gimmick. Meanwhile, her guest spot on The Simpsons won her a Primetime Emmy, and later, Rio became a family favorite. The balance is not accidental, it's strategy. She's threading the needle between respectability politics and real artistry. Not easy, high-key stressful, but it worked. Oh, and the UN connection. She's a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador, which means she's officially engaged in pushing gender equality initiatives. She also serves on the board of Lollipop Theater Network, a nonprofit bringing first-run films to kids in hospitals. So the pop culture machine feeds right back into tangible service. That's not just talking points, that's calendar time. Okay, pause. Big unanswered question. Are we really getting The Devil Wears Prada 2? I'm also hearing chatter about her in David Lowery's Mother Mary with Michaela Cole, plus talk of reuniting with Nolan on The Odyssey, an adaptation of Colleen Hoover's Verity, and a David Robert Mitchell sci-fi project. Here's my take. I'm skeptical. Film development is a fickle god. Schedules change, financing stalls, and sometimes the vibe just shifts. We literally saw Princess Diaries 3 stall after Gary Marshall passed in 2016. That tells you how fragile sequels are when a key creative is gone. So I'm not buying tickets until there's a slate, a shoot, and a wrap. Love the rumors, but rumors are not reality. Just saying. That said, if Prada 2 really happens, the cultural earthquake will be audible. The original is basically a style scripture. Fun nugget. She was reportedly the 9th choice for Andy in the first film. 9th. Then she showed up and made it definitive. That's Hollywood boomerang energy. Nothing, then everything. Now for something different. The pop culture receipts that keep her relevant. Anne on Lip Sync Battle in 2015 remains top tier. She does Wrecking Ball, climbs the prop Wrecking Ball, and commits like a Broadway demon. It's goofy and fearless, and it told the public to relax. She can laugh at herself. Pair that with hosting Saturday Night Live earlier in her career and co-hosting the Oscars in 2011. Mixed reviews, sure, but it takes wild nerve to do live TV at that scale. Also, the voice work. The Simpsons guest spot that won her the Emmy, and voicing Jewel in Rio. She keeps expanding the sandbox. Zoom out. The legacy here is versatility plus intention. She'll do Ocean's 8 to poke fun at celebrity itself. She'll do Dark Waters with Todd Haynes to press on corporate malfeasance. She'll swing from indie weirdness in Colossal to prestige family drama in Armageddon Time with James Gray. It's not chaos, it's curation with a little chaos energy. That's the sweet spot. Before we go further, we need to address this: the mental health piece. She's spoken about dealing with depression and anxiety as a teen. I think that vulnerability is part of why Rachel getting married hits like it does, and why her Modern Love episode about bipolar disorder feels handled with care. It's empathy in action, and it shows up in how she advocates in public, too. Okay, we covered a lot. Let me tease what's next. Next time, we are diving into another iconic actress known for transformative roles and social advocacy. Think fearless choices. Think receipts. You're going to be obsessed. So that's the tea, folks. Whether she's belting in a dingy factory or speeching at the UN, Anne Hathaway's brand is do the work and let the drama serve the truth. Stay weird, stay kind, and if your boots make you late and bruised, they're a no-go. Later.